answer of, okay, for
Mhm.
now. Okay.
Okay.
So now what you have to do, you know the concentration. What concentration you have to make? 1, right?
Yeah.
One,
Is that
yeah.
agree? Is that
Yes,
understandable?
one.
Okay.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
one.
So
Yeah.
now we have 1.
Yeah.
Okay. Next,
Times
we have
500.
to make 500, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
500.
So I came both sides. I just put this one the same color, so we know this factor, what you have to make. So now you know V1, how much is going to be V1 then? V1 is equal to, oh, sorry, is equal to 1 times 500
Over
okay,
6.
Over divided by 6.
Yeah,
paste divided
Yeah,
by
so 500
6.
divided by 6.
Oh, sorry. What I'm doing. So V1 is equal to 500 divided by 6 is how much?
83.33.
83.33. This is going to be ml. So you have to take, okay, so yeah, it's going to be ml. So to make, I'm just writing it, make, not mel, to make 1% of 500 ml bleach from 6% stock or strength is TRGT strength solution. You have to take 83.33 ml from
6%.
6% plus how much water you need then? Now
It's
500
416.
minus
500.
no 83.33. Okay. So
416.
our
Yeah.
total volume is 500, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Is that clear, Asnet?
Yes,
Also?
clear.
Yes, miss.
Okay, so you have to take 83 ml from the 6%, which is a strength, and your total volume is 500. So you have to subtract that 83.33 ml. So how much is coming?
416 and
416.6.
67.
416.
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
0.67.
16.67.
67.
So,
0.7.
okay, okay. So this is the diluent, right? The water
Yeah.
or diluent, water or diluent. So
Okay.
when you are going to make in lab, what you are going to do, you are going to do this calculation. Then first, in a 500 measuring cylinder, you are going to take 83.33 ml from your bleach. You does that in lab now. You make a 500 ml of bleach right now. So you are taking 83.33 ml and then you are adding 416.67 ml water to make a 500 ml of 1% bleach. Okay.
Okay, but
So one side is both side. And now you are telling the problem of the C1 and V1 and C2. You doesn't know which one to which one, right?
Yeah.
yeah, so
Okay.
what my question is,
Yeah. Tell me.
my problem here is identifying. Okay, why was the V1 500?
V1 is not 500. V2 is 500.
Okay, why was the V2 500 and not the why was this, is it V2? Yeah, why was it V2 500 and not the C2?
So because you have to make 1% and 500. So both will go in the same side. You have to make whatever you have to make.
Uh-huh.
That will go one side. It doesn't matter. You can do, I can do the opposite way, but it's going to be the same
Okay, I
result. That's
got
what I'm
it now.
telling. Okay.
Yeah, I got it.
So even you can C1, you can put 1 times,
Mhm.
but both will give same direction because this is
Yeah,
your ultimate product 1%, and at the same
yeah,
time you can put C1 like the 6
yeah. I got it now. So both
times
of them goes on one
P2. It
side.
doesn't matter, so you can put here or here, but
Yeah.
one side what you have to make it, and one side from where you are making it. From
Thank you,
where you
Miss.
are making, you doesn't know the volume, so that is the volume. Whether it's V1 or V2, it doesn't matter, but it has to go in one side.
Got
And the
it.
other,
Got it.
which you know what you have to make it, you have to put both. Is it
Yes.
1% to 2% or 6% or 10%? It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Thank you, Miss. I
got it?
got it now. Yeah,
Yeah.
I got it.
Okay.
Thank you. Yep. Thank you. All right. So
Everybody is clear?
Yes,
Any
ma'am.
confusion for anything?
I'm gonna go through where I put my question marks.
We are going to learn some QA and maths to quality assurance today.
Okay.
In case we need it. If anybody has any question, please speak up like they does. Okay. So then if you doesn't speak up and then you made mistake, I'll be very upset. Try to understand. I can go through you guys. That's
Miss,
why, yes.
I have a question. Okay, so one of the question is 600 kg, and I think we're converting it into milligram. So is that where you have the 600 divided by the 1,000 to make the milligram?
From gram to milligram, you have to multiply. For milligram to
Multiply?
gram, from milligram to gram, you have to divide.
Okay, so multiplying this sense. Okay, I got it. All right, so six.
Yeah.
So you are
Just the
converting from gram to milligram. So gram, 1000 milligram is equal to 1 gram. So gram is a
yeah.
bigger unit.
Yeah.
So it
So we
goes in the
divide.
10, 10, 10, 10 division. So 1 gram to 1 milligram is 10 to the power minus 3. 1 milligram to what is called milligram microgram is 10 to the power minus 3. Minus 6 from 1 gram to that, guys, you have to remember because it's going to come. What is 10 to the power minus 6 means, what is 10 to the power minus 12 means, 1 10 to the power 9 minus 9 means, or 10 to the power 3, 10 to the power. So 1 is 10 to the power 3 means 1 kg or 1 kilo.
1,000.
Kilo. It's not a
One
gram or
kilo.
something, kilo. Whether it's a kilometer or kiloliter or kg, okay, or
Yeah.
gram. So it's going to be a kilo.
Try
Okay.
it with.
What is 10 to the power minus 1 means? Anyone can answer?
What was that?
10 to the power minus 1.
Point one.
Is
What
that
is
10,
that? What
1.
is standing in the scale?
It's desi.
Deci. 10 to the power
Yeah.
minus 10. Oh,
ah
sorry, 10 to the power minus 2.
Minus 2
20.
is centi.
10 to the
20
power minus
Yeah.
3.
Milli.
milli
Milli.
10 to the power minus 6.
micro
10 to the power minus 9.
nano
Nano.
nano
10 to the
Pico.
power minus 12.
pico
Pico.
Pico.
And 10 to the power minus 15.
It's fem,
you got me there.
That's
Femto.
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 Okay.
femto. Yes.
And two. Okay, I gotta look that up.
Okay.
Yes,
So
miss.
that's you have to
Thank
remember.
you, miss.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's a lot
So
to learn.
hmm,
It's a
what?
lot to learn.
Every bottle has lot. Which it is not easy, tell me.
Yeah, but we're gonna get through it, miss. We're gonna get
You are
through it.
going to get it. You did it.
Yeah,
Good job.
yeah, we're gonna get through it.
I give you a lot of practice time. I generally try to give you a lot of reviews so that you guys can practice, do as much as you things, and I try to be always with you guys as much as I can. So you are going to do it. You guys are good batch.
Thank you, miss. Thank you for that. Need that
Thank you.
support.
Thank you, ma'am.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah. Oh,
Um, there is
yeah.
another question on page 7. I don't know if Evelyn, it said you are preparing glucose drink to perform a glucose. You know what? Let me try this one first. It's okay. I'll
Okay.
try.
Let us learn something again new, and then we are going. I will
Yeah,
give you. Then I will give you again time to practice. Okay.
yeah. Let me try that
Yes,
one
ma'am.
first. Thank you, miss. Yeah.
Okay. So because this is very important, like the math is important, but it's not that important. I'm telling
Okay.
you, because this is not that important, because everything comes as in prepared. You can buy it. You have
Hmm.
to know minimum things, because if you have to do some dilution, if you have to administer something, like you have to, for the glucose tolerance test or xylose tolerance test, you have to administer something. So that time you have to know the body weight, as per body weight how much you know. So you have to have the basic math knowledge, and you guys all have that, just you guys are refreshing yourself. But it's
Yeah.
not like how much critical is that, but this one what we are going to learn is very important, because quality control and quality assurance, it is very important. Like we have the patient identification is very important for us. Order of raw is very important, us. What tube is needed to be drawn, which blood works is very important for us. At the same time, when as a lab professional, quality assurance and quality control is very important. It's not one person job, it's a team job. It's not only from you, it's from different levels of job. But we have to make sure we maintain the quality, and ultimately from the quality control, we can give you the quality assurance. So in this course, we are going to learn what is the difference between quality assurance and quality control. In short, we call it QA and QC. And what is the role of QA and QC in the lab to ensure the quality patient results? Because we are dealing with the patient results. The quality assurance and quality control is not only for the lab, for any production, whether they are producing the electronics things, or they are producing the chemicals, or they are producing mm, mechanical things, anything, whether they are producing cement or they are producing sand or anything, or the sugar or food material, you have to have the quality control. From quality control is going to be the quality assurance. So as medical professionals, we are dealing with the lab, so we have to be, and what we are doing in the lab, we are taking care of the patient. Especially, we are taking the blood, and then ultimately is going to the procedure to give them the result. So we have to give the patient a quality result, trusted result. That is not be mistake. So that quality results is very important for the diagnosis and treatment. That's why we already learned little bit. Now we learn little bit about the pre-analytical, analytical, post-analytical workflow processes. So we are going to review it again. What is the pre-analytical? What is the phases of analytical? And what is the post-analytical? And every moment, each step is very important for us to take care, to keep an eye, and to follow all the rules, regulations, and standard operating procedures. So, what is going to evaluate the sources of error in each workflow phase and their solution? If you made a mistake, or if you doesn't know what is the solution, how you are going to improve yourself, how you are going to taking care. So, what is the key message about the quality? A laboratory is not a simple thing, it's a complex system. That's I told, starting from patient identification to the end result. There are phlebotomists involved, your knowledge is involved from the patient identification to order of draw, what type of tubes you have to see, how you are going to, how much you have to fill it, what is the criteria for the blood draw, there is a fasting, you have to, how you have to send it. um, so, and then how the receiving department is going to receive this, how are they going to send to different departments, how they are going to check it, whether the sample is valid or not, which department, and then the department is going to see the blood, and now the instrument, automatic analyzer, all the chemicals on the kits, everything is involved in giving the patient quality results. So every step you have to make sure the instrument or the auto analyzer, whether that is functioning properly. If it is the ECG machine, is fast, you have is functioning properly, whether the standard is maintained, quality control is maintained each step, so that you can compare with your standard with your patient results, whether it's giving the right result or wrong. If the instrument doesn't function properly, is not giving the from the known value is the same results, how you are going to trust the result? So definition of laboratory quality, what it means, test results which are we are giving for the patient, it should be accurate, it should be reliable. Say, for example, in emergency, you draw a patient's blood, its hemoglobin level is showing 42, is far, far below the normal. It has been tested. Now, if the doctors feels or to make sure whether the hemoglobin level is really low or not, they can reorder the blood test. And what is the reliability? If it is as the same result, that means it's reliable and it's accurate. If the two results are different, that means none of the first result, none of the second result we can trust. So doctor has to order the third test. Also, how you are taking it. You are taking for the IV line, or you are taking for the straight poke, or how you are proceeding. Is there any vibration? Is the blood when collection is hemolyzed? So there are a lot of parameters can be involved. So they are going to send the redraw until the reliable test result is obtained for taking care of the patient or the patient diagnosis. Because if it is 46, one patient needs immediate blood transfusion. But if it is not, if there is a problem either in the system or in the collection time, anywhere, that is not going to be needed for the patient treatment. So, and also reported in a timely fashion. So they have to, if it is the lab did show the results, the abnormal results, and they have to report it immediately, or others can be reported as per their regular protocol. So, but even in the live labs or the gamma diagnostic, when emergency forgettable, we got all the results by 45 minutes. Some cases emergency immediately 10 minutes, 15 minutes. If it is abnormal result, we get the result. But even for the live labs and gamma diagnostic also, when if they found some results is not in normal range, either is too below or too high, they generally report it immediately to the physician. That is called the stat report. Otherwise, probably gamma light lab or gamma dynacar or this type of clinics, I don't know. It takes probably 24 hours or 48 hours to give you the results. But till those labs, if there is abnormal values, they immediately report to the physician, because a lot of patients come from us. Oh, okay, so doctor send us because it sent us stat from the lab. The result is like that. Go to the emergency. So we recheck that, we go through that, whether their results and our results is okay, or if there is any problem. So doctors take care from that point with the blood result. So if there is anything abnormal, that abnormality is called the accuracy and reliable. So it has to be accurate result and reliable result. It not like that 43 I got in the first time, I may get 40, but it's within the range. But it should not be 113 or 114 by 43. It should not be that much discrepancy in results. So that means what is the quality management? Quality management, quality control is first step. Then quality management, who is taking care of the whole quality? That is called the quality management. And these activities direct and control an organization with regard to quality. So some organization is responsible for making with the quality. This is the comprehensive tool implemented in an organization to ensure quality. This is the quality management is a comprehensive tool. Both quality assurance and quality control are necessary for your quality management system to work. So first, you have to do quality control. From quality control, you can make the quality assurance, and from quality assurance and quality control, they work together. Or the QMS works on both systems to make sure everything is working fine. That is the quality management system's job is to look after from the base quality control to quality assurance. So what is quality assurance means? Is set of planned activities within the laboratory that ensures quality patient result. It is within the lab. So main objective of quality assurance is to prevent any errors so that there will be no errors. How you can get the quality assurance? We are going to come to the quality control. From the quality control, you can make sure you can give the quality assurance. So quality assurance, the main objective of quality assurance is to prevent any errors before they occur in the laboratory. So it's a proactive in nature. So this is a part of quality management focused on providing confidence that quality requirements will be fulfilled. So whatever the results you are giving, that's the as per quality assured. I can assure the quality of a result. Examples of quality assurance in the lab include annual personnel training programs, sustains employee performance, establish standard operating procedures. If there is a change in the SOP, like say change from SST tube to green tube for some collection of something, it has to be trained to all the phlebotomists, all the blood collection personals. Otherwise, what is going to happen? So if they doesn't give the training or inform the employees or the workers or MLTs, some may come, okay, these tests may go in the green, these tests also can go in the SST. So 50% or 20% may collect in the SST, some can collect in the mint, because it can go, like there are some tests, like the electrolytes we can do in the SST tube or in the mint tube. So as per the advancement or the change of any system, they have to train or inform regarding the standard operating procedures and any changes the system to the employees. Defines admin requirements like mandatory documentation, data evaluation, etc. Nowadays, everything is computerized. If there is any note or anything, you have to do that. So what is the quality control then? Quality control is that you are doing something, testing something to make sure is control is with the standard of thing, quality control. This quality control, if it is works, it is 100% good, then that comes to tell you this is the managed quality assurance. So it's the refers to the systematic set of processes. This is set of planned activities. Quality assurance is set of planned activities. What is the quality control? Is systematic set of process used to ensure that the patient results meets the required quality standard. That is the quality assurance. So main goal of quality control is to identify possible issues, prevent them, and verify the quality testing in the laboratory. This is reactive in nature. This is proactive in nature. That means reactive means you are doing it. This is also part of quality management. focused on fulfilling quality requirements. Example of QC in the lab medicine, daily fridge and refrigerator temperature documentation. That is one quality control. Schedule maintenance of analyzer, running QC values prior to patient samples. How are QC values? You have already have the some standard solution like the pH. When you are going to measure the pH, you have to check with the pH reading which has already supplied the pH 4 or 7 or 10 is giving you the exact same value. So that is the QC value. When Saina showed you the glucose, did she showed you with the known glucose? That is, we have the known glucose. It's called the standard solution. So when you are glucose or the HemaQ or anything, when you are testing with the known sample, known standard, or known value, and it is giving exactly the same result, that means your instrument or your system is working properly. Then you are doing the unknown sample or the patient sample. Then you can trust, okay, so whatever I know, I have a glucose solution, standard glucose solution. I know this glucose is going to give you the 6 milligram or gram per dilution. And when you are putting in the test strip, it is giving the exactly the same value. That means your test strip and your instrument, what you are using, those are quality approved. That means it's working fine. So from when is quality approved, that means when are using the patient serum, which is unknown sample, and the what value is giving. Unknown sample, patient sample says giving now 5. That means patient blood sugar is 5. That is your quality assurance from your quality control. Is okay? Everybody can understand what I'm telling? What I try to tell you guys?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So types of quality control in the laboratory. So quality control is set of activities in the set of activities is the quality assurance, and set of systemic processes. That means what you are doing to give the quality assurance. Types of quality control in the laboratory. Some examples we give you, like that, even you guys are doing the regular maintenance of the water bath, the refrigerator, where the IOS station is working, emergency shower is working, whether the biohazard things are going in the biohazard things, whether sharp needle is going in the sharp, everything is documented as a quality control. You are doing the quality control to make the laboratory functioning properly so that it can give you the best patient result ultimate. So statistical quality control, think quantitative, running quality control reagents alongside the patient samples that I showed you. I told you about the glucose. When you are going to do the urine analysis, you will get a normal urine or the water as your control. Then you are going to run the patient sample. Same thing like the glucose, I tell you, for everything, like when in the automatic analyzer also running the electrolytes, this and that, they have the standard solution that you are going to see. Known amount of material where you know, okay, if I run this one, it is going to give me 2 millimole per liter. This is no, I know that one. The machine analyzer has to give that value. Then the machine is working properly. When I have a known dilution of RBC or WBC or anything, they have standardized it and you are running this one. So you know, okay, so this is the normal standard is giving the same value. That is the standard and it's meeting the matching with the same standard solution. So that means it's working, machine is working. If the machine is not working, it's not giving the proper value, exactly the standard value, that means there is some problem in the quality. So you have to adjust it, you have to work in that. Either is the instrument, you have to call the instrument person. If it's in a solution, you have to change the solution. It is whether it's expired, if it is expired or somebody make it diluted or anything, so you have to make a new or fresh one to make sure that the whole thing is working. First, you are going to change your solution and other things to make sure whether the instrument is working properly. So with the new one, new batch, if it is giving the same value, what's the standard ones, that means instrument is okay. But if you see your previous standard, your new standard, nothing is giving the same thing, is giving the deviations in the values or the not, what is the standard value. That means there is a problem in the instrument. So that's why you rule out step by step what is the problem to give the quality control. It's okay?
Yes, ma'am, it's okay.
Only Evelyn can say okay. None of
Yes, miss. Yes, miss.
Yes, miss, it's
Yes,
good.
yes, ma'am. Good.
Yeah,
okay.
ma'am.
Okay, so that is difference between the quality statistics. Statistics means you are running. When you are running, why is called statistics? You are not going to run one time one sample. Either you have to run 3 times to make sure 3 times it is giving the same results, same standard. Then you can see statistics. So minimum you need 3 samples to make sure that 3 times, at least 2 times, it giving you the exact results. That's why when you do the mitohematocrit, we always refer you to duplicate. If it is too far, two results are too far, that means you have to run again, because that means there is some problem. Because that time the problem is the phlebotomist or the procedure what you are doing, or I don't know if there is you are taking same tubes, mitohematocrit tubes, where everything is good or not. So that's why you have to run minimum duplicate. For the patient samples also, you always have to run the duplicate, always. But for the quality one, you have to run minimum 3 to make sure you are getting the at least 2 measure is going to be very close. Maximum time 3 is on the same range, but sometimes even it's not, you have to take the 2 and you have to see what is the standard of deviation that you are going to learn later, that the statistics. How much discrepancy you can accept within the range. What are the non-statistical quality control? This is the qualitative, like the refrigerator, water bath, incubator temperatures. You can just set it. You cannot get the exact value. It can be is a range. It should be between 4 to 6. You cannot just change it and get 4 and 4 and 4 or 6 and 6 and 6. It's going to be 4 to 6, but it has to be within the range. That is the qualitative. BSc pressure readings, that biological safety cabinet, the pressure readings. Daily, weekly, annual cleaning and maintenance to the lab equipment. Inventory management techniques. Rotate stock when unpacking. What is the rotating stock means when unpacking? Hmm? Anyone has any idea?
I think it has to do with first in, first out. So maybe when you are unpacking, the ones that have been inside before, you bring it forward, the new ones will go to the back. So the oldest, that means the oldest stock will be used first before the new
Exactly,
one.
exactly. Very good, Amina.
First in, first
Very
out.
good. So because
Yeah.
the old one expiry date is going to become sooner than the new one, or you have to see the expiry date and then you have to analyze that one, rotate the stock.
Yeah.
Very good. So in summary, QC refers to the activities that one person can do to ensure the quality. And quality assurance involves multiple people, often at the department or laboratory level. So quality assurance, quality control, you are doing the glucose, you are responsible for this one. The quality assurance has to be instrument, has to be your different parameters, what is going to be. So that is the set of activities. So multiple people are involved for the departmental laboratory level, and quality management is the organizational level. So these are the 3 important notes for the quality control. Is the activity that one person can do ensure quality is in the lab. Quality involves department or laboratory level. This may be the hematology laboratory, or maybe the chemistry laboratory, or if it is a small lab, is the department. Okay, the hematology department or the blood bank transfusion department. So where in that department multiple people are involving there. So it's a department level. And QC, you are only taking care of the ABO blood grouping, not the alleles or subtypes or other things. So that is you are responsible for doing the taking care of. So that is only one can percent ensure quality of one thing, not the whole thing. Quality assurance in from the whole department. And quality management, the which department, which is the life lab or the Trillium Head Partners, M side or C side. So any hospital, that is the quality management is the organizational levels. So one is in the personal level, one is at the department level, and quality management is the organizational level. And these are three. Okay. So path of workflow phases in the lab. How it does enter setup testing or operation in the clinical lab. It starts beginning with the patient, as we discussed, and end with the results, reporting and to interpret it by the doctors or physicians. So must be considered when developing quality practices. What example? Example damage during improper collection or transport cannot provide a quality or reliable result. Say, for example, you are getting one urine or any body fluid or anything, it has been leaked. Is that is going to give you the proper result? No, it's not going to give you the quality result. If the blue tube is not filled properly, it's the improper collection. If you didn't send the lactic acid or ammonia samples, which needs to be sent to the lab on ice within 15 minutes, it's not going to give you the quality result. So this has to be rejected. If you have a bilirubin sample, light sensitive sample, either you have to collect it in the dark amber glass or you have to wrap it with the foil. Otherwise, it's not going to give you the good results. Or glucose tolerance test, if you doesn't collect the blood, if it is not doing immediately in the gray tube, it may gives you false results. So depending on where you are working, what they are working, you have to have a minimum basic sense. Some samples needs to be go to the lab immediately at 37 degrees. That's the cold agglutinin. We got it several times. So those things has to be very careful. Some blood works is need to be only collected in the morning. Some blood works needs to be collected fasting. So these are the quality. If you see, that is your job to make sure these are the all phases quality to give you the qualities. If you doesn't look at the requisition, if you doesn't check what is the criteria for the test, sometimes some samples need to be collected prior to this or after to this condition or after this medication or before 2 hours of this medication. So you have to know all these things and you have to ask the patient or check with the patient before your collection. It is has to be written in the requisition. If it is not in the requisition, it's not. But if you know the fasting blood work, you know about these things. But there is something. But if you have the bilirubin, you should have it in your mind because as a phlebotomist, you know. But regarding the drug and other things, it has to be written. Either the patient has to come without this medication or this medication, it has to be ordered or written by the requisition by the doctor. But as a you should know if it is a bilirubin or any other criteria as I described you guys. So if that is needed, what you have to do. So then workflow analysis determine the best system and procedures, work tasks and functions for the optimal performance of an organization. What is the best system for you to work and the what procedures you can adapt so that you can give your optimal performance. Involves looking at each element or step to identify redundancies or inefficiencies and redesign or element for a more streamlined, effective operation, either through your knowledge. So effective workflow management includes parameters that promote regulatory compliance. Also, is like that, like the say for example, you have to send some. It's not only your responsibility. You collect the blood, you report it. That is to be sent within 15 minutes. You are not going to take it. If there is tube system, pneumatic tube system, you can send it. If there is nothing, if somebody has to come, so you have to inform that this blood has to be taken within 15 minutes. So you report it, you give the message. Now the second part, who is in the second step, that is their responsibility to come and pick up the blood immediately. If they doesn't do that, so that is the quality assurance is coming. You do QC, you did everything, you check everything, whatever you did, but that person didn't came properly or didn't deliver on proper time in the lab, or during the transport it's a problem. So everything comes together for the quality assurance. And then why this quality assurance fails or what is the problem, that is the look after for the quality management team. So effective workflow management includes parameters that promote regulatory compliances and adherence to quality standards while simultaneously maximizing use of resource. So how the workflows? There are three. We know we have the pre-analytical, we have analytical, and post-analytical. What are the different phases? Pre-analytical, personnel competency evaluation, sample receipt and accessioning, and sample transport. So personnel competency evaluation, what I told you, when you are collecting the blood or urine or body fluid or wound fluid, so what you are going to do, you have to have your sufficient knowledge what you are collecting, what are the criteria, what is the patient identification, everything what I am telling you several times. So you have to do everything, what tubes needs to go, which you should order of draw, how you are going to send it, where you have to write the documents, time of collection, date of collection, everything. That is the personnel competency. Then who is receiving the sample? And accessioning department. And also when there is a samples transport, these all goes under the pre-analytical. And then analytical is come the quality control testing. After quality control testing, they are going to do the patient sampling. And from there is going to generate the data. And post-analytical, you are reporting, record keeping. Any sample, you have to save something. That is the sorry, post-analytical. Say if you have to save some serum, how you are going to save it? How you are going to store it? What is the condition? This is we already at the sample collection. This is the sample collection, is the patient identification. So pre-analytical, analytical, and post-analytical. These are the three phases of workflow. Pre-analytical activities. All activities that takes place from the time the laboratory tests are ordered by the physician to the time the specimen is processed and delivered to the testing laboratory. That is up to that is pre-analytical. Many MLATs work in the pre-analytical phase. Basically, we are working mainly in the pre-analytical phase. Even some MLTs work in the analytical phase, but till they are under the supervision of MLTs because they are mainly responsible for the quality control test and other things. So what are the things? Test ordering. Test ordering means you are not responsible for the test order. That is the physician or midwives. But you have to know what test has been ordered. What is the requisition? What is the criteria of the collection? Then the specimen collection, then the specimen transport, and specimen receipt and processing. Specimen is in the accessioning, receiving and accessioning difference. Where the quality requirements in all four these are the pre-analytical areas, and major problem is in the pre-analytical activities. So every step you have to be very careful. Pre-analytical, now we are just telling what is the test ordering, what you have to see under the test ordering, correct patient information, appropriate test and type of specimen, whether it's a blood or CSF or urine, what type of urine or what type of blood or what type of body fluid, everything. Specimen collection, proper patient preparation, fasting, etc. Correct patient ID, correct specimen collection technique, tube, order of draw, volume, timing, correct specimen leveling. You all are trained now. Then specimen transport within the time frame requested. So for serum samples or plasma samples, how long it has to be? It has to reach the lab within which time frame?
Should be within 2 hours
Exactly. And within which time frame you have to separate the serum? After which time?
to 30 minutes minimum.
Okay.
30
Plasma?
minutes.
So that's
15 minutes.
or 15
15?
or 5.
Minimum 15 minutes.
Yes,
Okay.
minimum.
15.
So that means after separating the serum or plasma, you have to send the serum and plasma within 2 hours, right?
Yes.
For testing.
Yes.
Everything is clear? If
Miss Moon,
yes,
I wanted to ask, the plasma doesn't need to clot. Is it necessary for it to stay a couple of minutes before you centrifuge?
yeah, it said that to stay for the rapid one you can do that, but it said that you have to keep it so that the mixing of the gel anticoagulant is going to be good. Because
Okay.
it's a gel, right? So even you are inverted it, you are just keeping it, and then before centrifugation, because we put it in the rotator, right? So
Yes.
mix it properly, then before centrifuge. That's their this 15 to 20 minutes before separation, so that it can slowly get better centrifugation. The RBCs is the heavier. It's already tried to settle down.
Okay.
Okay. So
Thank you,
what
ma'am.
I was asking the question, oh, if you cannot do by any case, you can see that, but that's a good question, Amina. Yeah. So, but any case, you cannot send it by 2 hours. You can see the who is collecting or the pneumatic system is not working or something like that. There is some problem. The sample cannot be sent within 2 hours. The serum. What you are going to do?
You take it personally to the lab, ma'am, if pneumatic tube system is not working.
If you're where the testing, you are working in some clinic, right? You have to
Yes.
send it to the or the live lab collection centers. Okay, so the who is supposed to come, anybody cannot come every 2 hours. So if they cannot come within 2 hours with the serum, what you are going to do?
We separate, ma'am.
Sometimes I'll be
You
left
separate
in the
already.
fridge.
You have to separate it after 30 minutes anyway.
Yeah, you
Put
aliquot
it in the freezer.
and
The
put it in the
fridge.
fridge.
Yeah,
Put it in the
fridge or
Fridge.
freezer.
Fridge.
After aliquoting.
Fridge.
now. You guys be very careful about the two terminology: freezer and refrigerator.
Fridge.
Refrigerator.
It's fridge.
Refrigerator. Freezer. Yeah,
Yeah.
fridge is different. Freezer is a different, not freezer. FRIDGE. You can put it in the FRIDGE, but not FR free. FREEZD. Freezer. Freezer means minus 18. Refrigerator or refrige is, so there
All
is a
different.
two difference. Make sure, that's why we call it the refrigerator is easy. It's the freezer, but it's going to be refrigerator or the freezer, because sometimes people make a confusion between the fridge and freezer. Got everyone the point?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am, got
ma'am.
it.
So if in case in your mind freeze and freezer. There are two differences in the pronunciation, which seems very sounds very close. So you have to make sure it's of 2 to 4 degrees centigrade. It's refrigerated. That's more easy to understand for everyone. So if you can say your colleague, oh, put it in the fridge. She heard not fridge. She had freezer. She put the sample in the freezer. So it's better if you guys can refrigerate it versus freezer. Okay. Okay. So
Sorry,
specimen. Yeah.
sorry, so if the sample collected at the clinical lab, and we centrifuge the plasma within 2 hours, and
After 15 minutes, not within 2 hours. You
oh
have to
yeah,
centrifuge the
after
plasmid after 15 minutes or the serum after 30 minutes. You have to separate the serum and
separate,
plasma, allocate in a
yeah,
different tubes, and that tubes can stay up to maximum 2 hours.
oh yeah,
Before,
maximum.
within 2 hours, it has to reach to the lab so that it can start processing.
If there's no lab, like a lab staff to collect the no lab like to deliver to the lab within 2
So you have to
hours.
keep it in the refrigerator, 2 to 4 degrees centigrade.
Okay, so go to not freezer, go to fridge.
Yeah,
Put sample
fridge.
to fridge.
Yeah, yeah,
And
not the freezer. Yeah, make sure the pronunciation in such a way that nobody, you tell someone, okay, you call it, okay, could you please this one, I am busy, could you please the serum in the freezer or fridge, not even the freezer, fridge, they hear fridge, not freeze.
and
There is a
taking
two
us
difference. Okay, so
oh,
make sure. Lot of problems happens there. That's what I'm telling you. It's because we came from different diverse communities. Our pronunciations are different. Sometimes
how
that
long? How long
you
continue?
can keep it for 24 hours.
Okay,
But
24 hours.
they will come before that. You can keep it for 24 hours in the
Thank you.
refrigerator. That's why I always came the refrigerator, because there should be no mistake anywhere. Okay. Specimen transport, that's why I said within the time frame requested. It should be acceptable temperature. It's generally the room temperature. If it is too hot or too low, they have to take precaution. When my outside is minus 30 degree, you cannot take your serum or something with that minus 30. Then you have to have the insulated bag. So you can see they come with the insulated bag so that the temperature inside them is going to be not hampered. So acceptable temperature using appropriate preservative that is already in the tube, safety packaging and shipping. Whether is the packaging, you have to make sure everything is locked and sealed, there is no leakage, and you have to put in the biohazard bag. If you are shipping somewhere, you have already know about the TDG. So if you are shipping the sample from anywhere to anywhere, then you have to do all the procedures with the regulation for the TDG. Specimen receipt and processing, requisition and specimen labeled accurately. So when you are sending the specimen, you have to send the requisition along with the collection, so that from the requisition they can get in the receiving department. So they are going to read the requisition, patient and everything, and make sure whether they are receiving the proper specimen things in the proper tube, proper quantity, within the time frame, time the collection, and specified transport condition. Specimen correctly accessioned into the LIS. Then they are going to be they are going to enter the information in the laboratory information system. And here they are going to give you the accession number, appropriate status of specimen, like the stat. If there is any stat, you have to send it immediate. What are the analytical activities? Those are the pre-analytical. That is the major one, huge. And you, as a phlebotomist, is mainly responsible for that. And major problems happen in the pre-analytical condition, unfortunately. Analytical activities. Activities involved in performing a test, verifying the reliability of the results, and interpreting the findings. This is the primarily an MLT role in the analytical phase. MLT is medical lab technologist. Generally, they are responsible for this test performance, review of the test results, verifying results, and interpretation of test results. This is the analytical activities along with the QC. This is the analytical activities. MLAs slash Ts help them, but main responsible person is MLT. Post-analytical activities includes all the activities involved in reporting and archiving results and retention of specimen. That means storage. If you have to save some samples, that is called the retention of specimens. So reporting and archiving, you are going to report at this page the results. You are archiving results from the if there is any results has been documented before, so they can to compare. Sometimes they need to archive the results and also save the data and retention of the specimen in case they need it for the retesting or in further for some comparison. Most lab professionals have a hand in specimen storage, pulling specimen for add-ons and specimen disposal. Test results reporting and specimen management. These are the two main. So example of this slide has been shown before. Again, example of potential error in the workflow in where it has problem. Pre-analytical, wrong patient. Incorrect time for collection. It says morning, blood work. Patient came at 11 a.m. Drink coffee, tea. Generally, some hormones has to be collected in the AM, early morning, especially the cortisol. Wrong tube or container, wrong order of draw, improper transport and processing. In the analytical phase, obviously, ignoring instrument flags, out of control QC results, wrong test run on wrong sample, missing out of range test values may need dilution. So when the values are out of range, too high, so it is out of your standard. So you have to dilute it and rerun it. So this is called the missing out of range test. Separate your instruments can recognize between 2 to 10 for any results. But the patient value is so much, is going to give beyond that. Is giving you more results, maybe 11 and 12. Are you going to accept that 11, 12? No, because you doesn't know whether it's 11, 12 or 20. So then you have to dilute the sample. That's why you are learning how to do the dilution. You have to dilute the sample and you have to write it down how much you have diluted. You have diluted 1:1, 1:2, 1:4. So you are going to dilute it, then rerun it, and you have to see till that is in the range 2 to 10. What is the standard is for the QC. So if it is false, if the 1:1 dilution give you the results within 2 to 10, that means it's okay. So you have diluted the sample 1:1. So now this diluted sample 1:1 is giving you the value of 7. So what's the actual value? We should report.
I think because it's equal volume, ma'am, it's the same, 7.
No,
It's 7
you are
times 1.
diluted.
Oh,
You have
diluted
diluted the sample 1:1. You have taken one of the sample and you have added the
times 2.
diluent 1 ml
1, 2.
Times 2
times 2.
with the final, yes, ma'am, with the result.
Yes.
7
Yeah. If
times
I
2
dilute, yeah. So if I diluted 1 to 5 times, how much is going to the value?
times 5.
Times 5. So that is the dilution factor is very important.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Everybody got it?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
miss.
Okay. Thank you. At least somebody's now you guys are answering. I feel good. Otherwise, I feel that I'm feeling stupid. If what I'm telling is not, nobody can understand. If you say yes, I can feel good that, okay, what I'm saying, it can goes to everyone's brain for easy understanding. Thank you. So post-analytical, incorrect verbal reporting of results. Sometimes you are seeing the result of one patient, probably you are reporting for another patient, or you are reporting in the document. Mainly it happens in the verbal, when the verbal reporting, okay, maybe same name of the two patient, there doesn't look at the patient ID. Okay, say this Albert Zone, maybe there are two patients in the same name. Which one nobody knows. Give the verbal reporting. He has a high glucose. Maybe that patient doesn't have the high glucose or didn't check the date of birth or didn't. So reporting incorrect verbal results. That is the post-analytical. Least incompatibility. That is the computer problem. When there's a laboratory information system, maybe doesn't able to put it the correct information. Confusion about reference ranges. That is also the that is what happened when there is out of range test result. It should be within 10 machine can read, but you are getting the 12 whether you are thinking is not. So that you have to go back and rerun the sample. So confusion about reference ranges. Improper storage. So whatever you have to sample has to keep in refrigerator or at room temperature or some specific time within the time frame. You didn't do that, you run the sample for a long time, so improper storage, or you have to keep the samples for saving for the final, or so not final, for the repeat blood work or additional blood work. So you didn't in proper storage condition. Not retained for required amount of time. So you didn't keep it in the proper amount of time. So most laboratory errors occur in the pre-analytical phase of workflow where you guys are responsible. Okay. How to find Christiana is laughing.
I'm also laughing, mom.
Oh.
Miss, it was the way you said it.
So what you guys have to do? What is the solution? Louise, I cannot see you. Where you are? Are you there? Okay.
Just have the like a very bad allergy on my eyes. I'm putting these drops.
What drops you are putting?
Just the Visine.
Mycin what? Anti-allergic
This.
one? I had a severe allergy
Yeah,
before. So then
yeah,
I
the
put
antibiotic.
I put, oh my god, it was so bad. So I put the not the regular Vicin, I put the Vicin anti-allergic, which has a little bit dexamethasone. So that helps a
Yeah,
lot.
that's
Yeah. He said this season is bad. Which season
yeah,
is
it's
good
really
here? Spring has allergy. Summer has too much
feel like
UV.
yesterday. It's
Yeah.
kind of weird.
You went outside long time
Yeah, yesterday I was outside for like a couple hours.
outside. Yeah. And you and your new place in New Niagara, right?
Yeah, yeah.
You went to the Niagara Falls yesterday?
No, no, no. I was just in the park playing soccer.
Oh, soccer. You play soccer?
Yeah, mom.
Wow, good. Yeah. Is Sabana came here or not yet? Sabana, are you here? Where is Sabana? Mary, Sasanet, Amina, Krishana, Jenaida. Where is Sabana? Santiago, are you there? Sabana is not here at all?
Hi, miss. I'm here.
Yeah, I saw you. What happened to Sabana? She Rugia too. Yes. Joanna, and what is Bharna? Bharna is very serious in doing the math calculation. Alexia, What is your friend Sabana? I cannot see her. Where is she? Is she here today in the
She's here.
class?
I think she went to the washroom.
Oh, okay, good. Okay, let us go back again. Where we are? Where we are? We are. So now, how to find solution to workflow errors? In all three phases, the solution to the workflow error is dependent on highly trained personnel who catch the deficiency, document it, make others aware, and initiate action. You know where you made the mistake. Don't try to hide it or lie it. Immediately document it. You immediately report it. And if you know, okay, so they have tell me the new rule has been came, I didn't know that. Immediately I convey the message. Did you see there is a change? Did you know that? If somebody says, yes, I know that, oh, that means you didn't meet her before, or she or he didn't tell you. So that is the award of the initiate action. Let's bring back the last slide and determine if we can come up with some examples of how labs can find solution to the errors itemized in each workflow pages. Okay, so there is a worksheet in D2L to download and fill out to help you remember what was talked about. What is that? What is that? You guys have the worksheet flow? Okay, so we'll see what is the. In Unit 5 in D2L, there are 4 case studies concerning P-analytical errors experienced in the lab. Break up into 4 groups, and the instructor will assign each group a case study 1 to 1 to 1 to 4. Take 15 minutes to discuss the following into your group, identify the process from the pre-analytical pathway, blah, blah, blah. As one, take notes based on your discussion. As we will come back together to debrief on all these case studies as a class, each group will start by presenting their findings, which may lead to more conversation. Quality management team. Also, at the end of that, we have something to do today. Good. You guys are going to do that one. Okay. We did this one, this one, this one, this one, this. We have to do that. So, quality management team. Quality management team is a organization. So it has to be defined by the Institute for Quality Management in Healthcare. What is name? IQMH. This comes. What is the role of IQMH, or what is the full name of IQMH, or what is the responsibility for the IQMH? I am giving you 3 types of questions. It may come in anyway. What is the full name of IQMH? Institute for Quality Management in Healthcare, IQMH. What is the function of IQMH? Is the quality management of the institution. Quality management system is a program developed to support efficient and effective, high quality and appropriate laboratory services, accurate and precise results, appropriate test selection, timely reporting, correct interpretation of results, clinical usefulness, and appropriate recommendations for further tests. That's all depend upon the quality management, and that has been given by the employees. The training is depending upon where there is a change or update, yearly training, yearly update, professional evaluation, surprise checking, everything. So some in our hospital, they comes do their in person, they review, and they also do whenever you are working, you doesn't know when they're checking you. So all this type of procedures help to make your quality assurance very strong and efficient, and that is the responsibility of quality management to work from the quality control. If there is you are not getting the actual materials for doing the quality control, that is also the under the you have to report to the quality management. We are not getting it. So how we are going to produce the quality? How we are going to do the quality testing? If you cannot have the quality testing, the instrument is functioning, something they have to report it. So with the instrument is not functioning, what we can do? That is a responsibility ultimately for the quality management team to for you have to give the quality assurance. So quality management system is called the QMS. And IQMH is the Institute for Quality Management in Healthcare. So quality management system QMS model, laboratory procedures and processes are organized into an understandable and workable structure so that they can be appropriately managed. So organized into 12 quality system essential QSE is called a set of coordinated activities serving as building blocks for quality management, which makes a firm foundation. Each essential must be addressed to achieve an improvement in overall lab quality. What are those? Organization, personnel, equipment, everything goes under the quality management. As I told, equipment is not working. If, if they are not buying what I tell you, a shortage in quality control things or chemicals or anything, that is go to the purchase and inventory. You place the order, but they are making the delay. Any documents and recording, everything is interrelated. It's like the building blocks of a house. Documents reporting, process improvement, personnel, process control, occurrence management, customer service, facilities, safety, how much safety you are, the assessment, evaluation, information management, everything. These are the 12 QSE of the building block. So all 12 QSE must be addressed to have quality throughout the entire lab operation and to ensure lab results that are accurate, reliable, and timely. So we are going back to the first time, accurate, reliable, timely. So quality management system is totally has to be giving you all the facilities and have to update and everything so that you can meet to give the accurate result, reliable result in the timely results. You need the instrument, you have the quality things, you have to professional who are taking the responsibility for doing that. Everybody has to be mastered or everybody has to maintain the quality to ensure errors are detected and prevented from reoccurring so that it doesn't happen. Okay, so 12 quality system essentials are organization, personnel, equipment, purchasing inventory, what we saw in the building block, process control. They may ask you some of the names or they may give you how many are there in the quality system essentials. 12, maybe they will tell you to ask you name 5 of them. So you have to remember a couple of them. Okay, documents, record, occurrence, process, customer service, facility safety. We'll talk about each one of these QSC. Oh my God, organization. Organization policies are established, implemented, and monitored. Quality process, organization. Organization has to be established, they have to implement, and they have to be monitored also. Strong management commitment. Personnel, the most important laboratory resources that we are. Obtaining and encouraging staff who are competent, appropriately qualified based on education, skill, knowledge, and experience, and motivated. That means increased commitment. I am not in between patient work. I have nothing. I'm looking at the cell phone. No, you are not motivated because that time another patient may have something. Something is going on. You have to keep eye. When you are working, you are not looking at the. If you have to do something, you have to say, okay, I need 2 minutes time to look at a cell phone. You have to convey that. But you are not doing that. You are not putting the earpod in your ear and doing the blood work. Or okay, so you are talking to the patient, that time you are not listening, but at the same time when the patient is, sometimes they do the earpod. Nowadays this earpod is two bad things. They are giving one ear and one ear is free, but the concentration breaks. That you can miss something what is in the requisition or the description What is the criteria? So that is, you need to be motivated or dedicated. Job description in clear, accurate picture of responsibility, keep current and available. What you have to do. Job description. What is specifically your role? Whether you only doing the phlebotomy, or you are doing the only ECG, or you are doing the ECG and phlebotomy, or you are doing the some part of the UCS documenting phlebotomy, and what is actually your job specification and what is your role, what that's the orientation, and the clear conception is because if you are not in your job description, if you are not responsible for one job, you are doing it, that is not going to be accepted. Competency assessment with a goal to identify problems with performance and correct them before patient care is affected, conducted at regular intervals. That's why I told you the professional evolution, or if you are lacking something, it's not that you are bad. If you're lacking something, there is a source that you can learn it. The organization or your colleagues is going to help you to learn what is your problem, where you are not successful, and how you can improve it. Performance appraisals. So if you are really good, doing good something as per your punctuality, customer service, communication skill, observation of safety, adherence to policies, efficiency, and technical competency. So you have the organization or the management have to praise yourself. So praise you so that you can be more motivated, more dedicated. Ensuring up-to-date training with continuing education, maintaining records of training, the mandatory training, seminars, training sessions, self-study courses, teleconferences. So like we are teaching the instructor every year, we have to do minimum 14 hours of continuing education training that I showed you. So we have to go to the MLPAO, we have to join the seminars or webinars. How much? So that is whenever you get chance, you try to educate yourself. What is your role? Participate in training and continuing education opportunities. If there is any by your organization is fine. If not, you can update yourself from anything nowadays. Request training as needed as your job responsible increase. Maintain records of your personal professional development, your portfolio. You should always update. If you knew something, you learn something new, or you have getting training from one system to another model to another model, always change. So I did the AP Meditech in computer. I know the LIS. Now we have learned another computer system. Like we did here for the first the Moodle. Now we are doing the D12. So you always have to. So you know about that. You are aware. You are educating yourself. You are in the process of continuous education for your betterment. Equipment, choosing the right equipment. You are going to do the glucose measurement in the HemaQ? No. Are you going to do the urine analysis in the another one? No. So you know which instrument has to be for the centrifugation, which instrument you have to do. So what is the speed? Choosing the right equipment means what is the speed has to be if you are centrifuging the serum and plasma, or somebody is doing the ultracentrifuge. When you have the too much lipid, you cannot separate in the centrifugation, the serum or plasma. What you are going to do? How you are going to get the serum? You have to get the serum. How you are going to get it? What you have to do?
If it's
It's
too much
correct.
lipemic, ma'am,
Hmm?
It's the correct test tube.
I can't hear you properly, Amina.
You said to get serum, you use a serum titrating tube.
No, what I'm telling you collected. Listen to me. You have collected some blood in some SST. Somebody's microphone is on.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yes, ma'am, you're
We
breaking.
can
Yeah.
hardly hear you,
Now,
ma'am.
now, now, now you can hear me, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So you collect some blood in the assisted tube, for
Mm-hmm.
example. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You stand it for 30 minutes for proper coagulation, right?
Yes,
Then you
ma'am.
centrifuge in the centrifuge. What is the centrifuge you do? What is the speed and how long?
3,200 for 15
Okay.
minutes.
15 minutes,
Then,
yeah.
okay. So then when you are taking out the tube, you see the whole serum is fatty, is white. You cannot take
Yeah.
out any serum from there because the serum is mixed with the fat. So how, but you need the serum to taste. What is the next step?
Ultracentrifuge.
In
Ultracentrifugation.
Ultra
ultracentrifugation.
centrifuge.
Centrifuge.
Ultra
Yes, yeah.
centrifuge. You have to ultra centrifuge it so that the lipid can settle down, but syrup, because ultra centrifuge is running 1000 times in 1 minute.
Wow.
More than that sometimes. 1000, that is the minimum one. 1000 revolution per minute. So they are going to centrifuge down the lipid. Even the lipid is lighter in case of the regular centrifuge, but it's that high resolution revolution. So it's going to centrifuge bound, but serum is liquid, it's going to stay up. So you have to do the centrifuge, ultra centrifuge to separate the lipidic serum to get rid of the lipid. Okay? Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
So that's I'm
Yeah.
telling procedures. Yes, calibrated correctly all times. You have to collect the instrument so that it's functioning with the standard solution. Procedures in place for when equipment is functioning incorrectly. So you have to write down the notes. The refrigerator is not keeping the temperature. You did one time, you did it, it's not keeping the correct temperature. Then having a maintenance plan including preventive maintenance procedures daily, weekly, monthly, yearly, including routine cleaning, schedule parts, placements. You have to, like the biological safety cabinet, you have to do the maintenance once in a year and you have to get the certificate from the company that it has been give for maintenance for yearly. So microscope needs to be maintained to adjust all the IPs, everything has to maintain clean. So each instrument has specific maintenance yearly or bi-yearly or in general. You have to do the all cleaning, routine cleaning and everything. If there is any malfunctioning from any parts, you have to report it. Provision of inventory. You have to do the inventory, troubleshooting, repair. So inventory means you have to do whatever is needed. If say for the glucose testing, you have to have the strips. I see I have 20 students. For example, I am giving you the example. 20 students, I have my class is coming probably within 1 month. They are going to start doing the glucose testing. So I have to do inventory in advance so that I am sure what are the test strips I have, those are not expired by 1 month, and also the standard solution, what we are going to use to check the quality control is not expired. So when they are going to come and do that, that is going to be almost non-expired and good samples so that they can get trained. So that is the inventory. If I see whatever the samples I have, they can be expired by that time. So I have to reorder to restock. That is the inventory. So you have to do plan advance for running a lab. What you need, what is going to be expired. It's not like I can order it today. I am going to have the expired sample tomorrow, or I am going to finish all the samples tomorrow, and I'm going to order it today and go it tomorrow. No, it's going to be either weekly or bi-weekly or monthly basis. You have to do the inventory in advance so that you can have everything ready without disrupting giving the patient results, patient test. Labels attached to the equipment indicating when the next service you due. So IWASH or something, they are going to have whenever they put a sticker When they did the maintenance, like you did the car oil change, when you did the oil change, they write it after 60,000 miles or maybe 6 months. So same thing. Whenever they do the service maintenance, they will put a sticker which day they did that maintenance and when is the next due. So you have to keep it log and you have to keep it remember what is that, which day. So you have to probably inform them 1 month before because maybe the next day you see the instrument is going to be need to be maintenance. You cannot tell them 1 day before that, oh, tomorrow is my expiring date. Could you please come tomorrow? They are busy. They are doing their business. So you have to inform them maybe 1 week before or 15 days before. Okay, our maintenance due this. Next maintenance is due this day. So then you can set up the time maybe 2 days before or after. So that is the service date. Equipment troubleshooting. Often the first step is to repeat preventive maintenance procedures. First, you are going to check whether you can solve the problem. If not, then you have to contact the manufacturer. After that, ask the following questions. Is the problem related to a poor sample? Has the sample been collected and stored properly? Are factors such as turbidity or coagulation affecting instrument performance? That is the turbidity, it may comes from the lipid coagulation or coagulation. So that is if there is any serum or anything coagulated blood in the serum or plasma, whether it's affecting the instrument performance. If there is a little bit, it's going to be you have to free from any coagulation, clotted things. Is there any problem with reagents? What you are using? Have they have been stored properly? Are they still in date? That means they are not expired. Have new lot numbers have been introduced without updating instrument calibration? So you have finished one set. You have received new set of chemicals. So you have to again standardize it because instruments in memory it's having the old one, the new lot, new chemicals has came, so you have to standardize with the new chemicals everything to keep sure that whatever the standard or anything they are giving is calibrated to the instrument and giving the exact standard value. If there is a problem with water or electrical supply, is there is a problem with the equipment itself is not functioning, make one change at a time. You cannot see everything. First is the poor sample. Is the sample has been collected and stored properly, one by one, different stages. Slowly you are going ahead, going to the end at the instrument. Purchasing an inventory, ensuring supplies and reagents are available when needed. As I described you in details, ensure all reagents and supplies are good of quality. Ensure they are stored in a manner to preserve integrity and reliability. That is also the expiry date. Like the blood grouping reagents, it has to be stored in the 4 degree always. And when you are going to do the test, you are not going to take out onto the refrigerator and do the test immediately. It may take a long time to show you the results. So when you are doing the experiment, you have to take them out from the refrigerator. These are the different stages of the quality control. You are taking out from the refrigerator, it has to be stay in the room temperature for a minimum 30 minutes before you do the testing for the blood grouping. Once you're done, you have to keep the reagents again back to the refrigerator and also produce cost saving. So if you doesn't waste the samples, it can be cost saving. Ensuring the quality of the lab testing process include quality control to ensure accuracy of the testing, including statistical in the analysis, whatever I told you, which has been developed in 1920s, so long before, and it has been developed to the laboratories in 1940s. Appropriate sample management, method verification and validation. And information management includes management of paper system and computer system. So it has to be documented by paper and also by the computer system. Management of lab information, that is the data, test reports ensure accuracy, confidentiality, accessibility, which Who can be access to all these things? To staff and healthcare providers who are in the patient circle of care. Documents and records needed in lab to inform staff how to do things need to be meticulously maintained due to the accurate and accessible results. So everything is focused for the accuracy, reliability for the patient result. And what is the occurrence or non-conforming event management? What is that? A lab error that should not have happened. So that the problem happened, it should not happen anymore. What a system to detect problems, handle them properly, learn from mistakes, and take action so as not to repeat mistakes. So you have to repeat where is the problem first, what is the poor sample, or didn't problem stored it properly, or the instrument, or the standard, or quality. And then if you detect the problems, you have to handle them. Okay, you have to make sure the sample is poor, so you have to recollect it. Sample didn't store properly, so from next time this type of sample has to be kept properly. It should be in ice or it should be in the dark. So then handle them properly. You made one time mistake, don't do the mistake second time. One time mistake is okay. You learn from your mistakes and then take action so that it you have to keep it in mind or record so that you are not going to do that mistake again. Tool for examining laboratory performance compared to lab quality standards, benchmarks, or other laboratories. What are that? Internal, within the lab, using lab staff, and external, by a group or agency outside the laboratory, especially during the quality assessment or the proficiency testing program, which blind quality control specimen for analysis. Say you are getting one sample, it is going to be blindfold. So this sample is going to send to the different labs to get the exact value. Nobody is going to know what is that. So now these sample values has to be collected by the external quality assessment team from all labs and to see whether all labs are having the same value or within the same range of value. If some lab is out of range, that means that lab has a quality problem. There's 6 labs. You got one sample from one patient. It is sent to the 6 labs. They are going to, it's a random. Nobody is going to know. But same sample has been sent to the 6 organization, which is the outside the laboratory. Nobody's. So they got the sample. They give the blindfold numbers. There will be no patient identifications. It is going to be in their record. They are going to have the record. Then say same for example, Evelyn blood sample. Now it has been given a number, patient A or patient B, and they have divided in 6. They send these 6 samples to different 6 labs, and they will ask the 6 labs to give them the report. Now this agency is going to see, okay, this lab, this lab, these 4 labs have the same range or same type of result within the range, standard deviation. But 2 labs is not falling within the standard deviation, which is acceptable range. That means that 2 labs has problem. That's why the quality assessment team, external agency. So then they are going to call the 2 labs, whatever that they cannot rely on the test result produced by the 2 labs because their base system, their quality control system is not right. So quality assessment is also the another name is proficiency testing. That has been done by a group of agency outside the laboratory. They do the blindfold quality control specimen analysis. Primary goal of quality management system is continuous improvement of laboratory process tool includes failure modes and effect analysis, FMEA, Six Sigma, lean methodology, root cause analysis. There are the different tools they use to check improvement of that one. Now, customer service. Clinical laboratories are service organization. Obviously, patients are our customers. Who are our clients? Patients, physicians and other clinicians, nursing staffs, other laboratory departments, and etc. Everybody included. Customer needs should be assessed. Feedback is used for making improvements. That's why sometimes they ask for the feedback, customer feedback, how you have served them, if there is any problem, so that from there you can customer feedback or patient relationship feedback. So from there we can do the improvement. Like we have the survey link from your students' feedback to see if there is any problem in understanding or anything you feel that needs to be improved by the organization so that we can serve better. We can improve ourselves. That's why the survey is very important for us also. Even for the teacher, if the teacher you guys feel or instructor or the organization or your course, anything is important. At the same time, in the survey link, like the THP, when the patient survey, if they feel that they are good, they have served nicely, or they want to recognize something, they can do that. That also gives you the positive feedback for the team and also the person who did the work, so that is going to be more energetic, more motivated, more dedicated. Facilities and safety. Obviously, security is very important. Preventing unwanted risk and hazards from entering laboratory spaces. You have know all the different type of hazards: physical hazard, chemical hazard, biological hazards, mental hazards, lot of different hazards. So it has to be, and also the what is called the physical hazards. Yeah. So it has to be. You need the security. Containment. Minimal risk can prevent hazards from leaving the laboratory space, like the spills when it happens. You have the fire, you have to contain it as you are in the lab. Safety. Policies and procedures to prevent harm to workers, visitors, and the community. That's why you have the security guards in somewhere. In the hospitals, you have the security guards. Or the policies or procedures to harm, so that you have to be getting protected. Ergonomics, what is the equipment? What equipment you are using? You have to allow the safe and healthy working condition. Consequences of not having a quality management system. Many errors and problems which go undetected, resulting in poor patient outcomes. What is going to happen? You are not treating them, giving the good result. Ultimately, you are going to lose the business. So, poor patient outcomes, unnecessary treatment for patients, treatment complications, failure to provide proper treatment, delay in correct diagnosis. Additional and unnecessary diagnostic testing increase cost, time, personal effort. So example of QMS. Okay, go for break and then we are going to start from here, okay?
Thank you, Miss.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Thank you.
okay,
Thank you.
okay,
Thank you, ma'am.
okay, okay, thank you. ওই তারা তারা বন্ধ করিয়া কি
What good got to do with what love and emotion? What good got to do with it?
Antoinette, we can hear you singing. It sounds good.
Sorry.
It's okay.
That's the only thing can relax me. Relaxes me. Sing.
You're right.
Everybody is back?
Yes, ma'am, we're back.
Okay. So now we talked about the quality management system. So what are the different quality management system? Probably everybody knows about ISO, internationally recognized laboratory standard, that is for the assessment. So is the ISO standard. This is originally established in the USA military for manufacture or production of their equipment. Basically, it was in the industrial base, service industry, which has been formulated or created by the technical committees, which are a group of international experts. So they started in the military for making their production and equipment, but they didn't keep only their people. They put the expert, international group of experts. That is the ISO, internationally recognized laboratory standard. ISO is internally recognized standard. ISO organization, internationally standardized organization, is basically ISO. So ISO 9001 to 2000, it addressed general quality management system requirement and applies to all laboratories, not only for the military now. Now 9001 to 2000, they said, okay, it needs the ISO standard, the international standards, quality standards for all laboratories. And we are also included, clinical laboratories are also included under laboratory. So laboratory specific standards is called the ISO IEC. This is the number. It is testing and calibration laboratories general requirement for competence. These are not that important. It's very difficult to remember. Just ISO standard, there are a couple of standards and what are the most important. So you can remember this one, ISO 15189, which has been 2005. This is medical laboratory specific. ISO 15189, which has been established in 2007. This is medical laboratory specific. Is particular requirements for quality and competence. Quality, everything. Quality control, quality assurance, and this is the quality management team, which is responsible ultimately to take care of all the quality assurance and quality control for giving the best patient accurate results and the improvement. Compliance with this standard is a requirement for laboratory accreditation. That is, we are always called the laboratory accreditation. Accreditation means that there are international people, expert people, they are distributed and has been appointed to check the quality or quality assurance in individual laboratory, including everyone nowadays, even in the teaching. What we are teaching, we have, that's why I tell is the accreditation. So you have to follow all the rules for the biosafety, you have to follow all the rules of the lab safety and quality. Clinical Laboratory Standard Institute, this is also CLSI. Formerly, it was known as National Committee for Clinical Laboratory Standards, NCCLS. Hard to remember, but Clinical Laboratory Standard Institute uses a consensus process involving many stakeholders for developing standards. Developed the quality management system or QMS model based on 12 quality system essential, which we described. That's CLSI, that is clinical laboratory. This is more specific to clinical laboratory. CLSI. So they have developed 12 QAC, quality essential system, right? Which is the quality system essential or quality essential system. That is the 12 building blocks, which is compatible with ISO standards. So these ISO standards, the 12 portion, 12 building blocks of quality system essential has to be compatible. Each unit, each building block has to be compatible with the ISO standard, which is the international standard. World Health Organization, everybody knows that. But they didn't set up for all the clinical things, but they have established standard for some specific programs and areas, endemic, pandemic, all these kind of things. What is going to be the restriction, like the when you have the COVID, what should be the restriction, what will be the PPE, how you can prevent it. So these are also under the one kind of control. So that is the World Health Organization, or WHO, is responsible for establishing standards for specific programs and some specific area. Now, what is proficiency testing or the external quality assessment? Both are same. Proficiency testing is what I described you. Blindfold controls are sent to laboratories for testing. Blindfold controls tested and resulted returned to external agency. These are tested alongside patient samples. So control samples, patient samples. These are the blindfold controls sent to the lab, different labs at regular intervals. These are mandatory for accredited labs, and without accreditation, no labs can be run. So these standard or controls, the agency, the external agency who are sending the samples, they knows the results or the value, because this is a control. There is a control, blind control. And these control values is going to be tested with the different laboratories side by side, the patient samples. And then they are going to see what is the discrepancy. They have already given acid repeatedly. They have already been assessed repeatedly by external agency. They have already assessed it to make sure what is the result. Repeatedly, not one time. Not by one people, but different peoples at different times. And then these controls has been, maybe they have tested the sample 10 times repeatedly to make sure how much is going to the range, what is going to be the variation max. Then they send these samples out. The lab results are compared against external agency results. That means what are the different labs are sending the results. Then this results is compared with the external agency results. All peer lab results are statistically analyzed. Your lab receives a report back discussing your quality in testing based on your results, whether you have passed or not. Report results tallies with their external agency results within the deviation range. You're good, you pass. Otherwise, your lab is shut down. Propensity tendency, again continued, is the repeated failures would be referred to the laboratory licensing and inspection services branch of the Ministry of Health and Long-Term Care. So maybe you have missed one time, made a one-time mistake, they're going to give you notice. Second time, warning. Third time is said, if you fail this time also, you cannot keep the quality, you cannot accredit it by us, cannot be approved by us. So then they may take your, stop the lab, even they can seize your licensing, and then they may report to the Ministry of Health and Long-Term Care, take care of the issue. In Ontario, mandatory proficiency testing is administered by IQMH, what we call Institute for Quality Management in Healthcare in Ontario. What is formally called as QMPLS, Quality Management Program Laboratory Services, which is operated, who operate that? Ontario Medical Association, serving as the agent for Ministry of Health and Long-Term Care. So Ontario Medical Association is the main team who is responsible for doing the proficiency testing and for the quality management in Ontario. So you have to remember this name, IQMH, Institute for Quality Management in Healthcare. It has been operated by the Ontario Medical Association, and they works for the agency of the Ministry of Health and Long-Term Care. So Ministry of Health and Long-Term Care give the responsibility to the Ontario Medical Association, who is responsible for doing the quality management in the healthcare, mainly in the Ontario. Progress improvement tools. I told you there are a couple of things: FMEA, Six Sigma plot, lean methodology, RCA. I hate all those things, but we have to learn it. So failure modes and effects analysis, FMEA, is a failure modes process to reduce risk of harm to the patients and employees by preventing failures rather than treating bad outcomes. What could go wrong? Why it go wrong? And what would be the outcome of it? So that there will be no harm for the patient or for the employees. There is a Six Sigma plot. What it does, it evaluates pre-analytical, analytical, and post-analytical processes to minimize or eliminate waste and to reduce errors to very low levels. What it does, it defines, it measures, it analyzes, improve, and control. What it measures? Improvement by comparing effectiveness before and after trying various solutions. Okay, this is the problem. So if I can do this before or that, what is giving me the best result? So by trying after and before various solution. Lean methodology improves patient safety and quality of healthcare. So FMEA is for the FMEA to reduce the risk of harm to the patients and employees. Lean methodology, patient safety and quality of healthcare by eliminating waste in the form of unnecessary process and redirecting efforts to the customer needs. Unnecessary waste eliminating, which may be biohazard, which may not be needed. So that is the thing. Process optimizing space, time, and activity to improve workflow. Makes every employee a problem solver so that they can improve, simplify, and redesign work processes. So if I organize my workstation like this, I can work faster, I can make less mess and less waste. Depends on the root cause analysis to investigate errors, prevent similar errors, and increase quality. If your subcontainer is too far away from you, it's not close, just for an example, okay, you are going to keep that, okay, I'm taking the blood, okay, I'm leaving the surf here, I'm going to throw it out later. You may forget. So what is the root cause here? Because your sub container is not close to you. Who should be close to you? Because immediately after you take out the needle or any sharp or anything, you have to discard it in the sharp containers. So root cause analysis or RCA, formalized investigation and problem solving approach used after a problem has occurred. I'll give you an example. Identifies trends and increases understanding of underlying causes of an event, obviously. These are the different references. What are the questions? What do you guys have the questions? What is next? Okay. Can you hear me? I don't think you can.
Yes, miss. I'm
Yes,
here.
ma'am, we can hear
Yes,
you.
ma'am, we can hear
No, you
you.
can
Yes,
hear
we can
you
hear
me,
you.
Yes, ma'am, we can
you
hear you.
you cannot hear this one day. Now you can hear.
Yeah, we can't hear the video yet.
You can't?
No.
Why? I shared the video. Include sound.
Ma'am, you're not sharing it.
Can you see now? Can you
Yes,
see my
Yes,
miss.
screen?
yes,
Okay.
ma'am, we
Yes.
can see, but we cannot
Yes,
hear.
ma'am.
Oh, there you
Okay.
go. We can hear now.
In the health
Okay.
laboratory.
Yeah. Thank
According to the
you.
World Health Organization, laboratory quality can be defined as accuracy, reliability, and timeliness of reported test results. The laboratory results must be as accurate as possible. All aspects of the laboratory operations must be reliable, and reporting must be timely in order to be useful in a clinical or public health setting. Laboratories produce test results that are widely used, and health outcomes depend on the accuracy of the testing and reporting. If inaccurate results are provided, the consequences can be very significant, including unnecessary treatment, treatment complications, failure to provide the proper treatment, delay in correct diagnosis, additional and unnecessary diagnostic testing. These consequences result in increased cost in time and personal effort, and often in poor patient outcomes. The laboratory is a complex system involving many steps of activity and many people. The complexity of the system requires that many processes and procedures be performed properly. Therefore, the quality management system model, which looks at the entire system, is very important for achieving good laboratory practice. A quality management system can be defined as coordinated activities to direct and control an organization with regard to quality. This definition is used by the International Organization for Standardization and by the Clinical and Laboratory Standards Institute. Both groups are internationally recognized laboratory standards organizations. The quality model organizes all of the laboratory activities into 12 quality system essentials. These quality system essentials are a set of coordinated activities that serve as building blocks for quality management. Each must be addressed if overall quality improvement is to be achieved. The 12 quality system essentials are organization, personnel, equipment, purchasing and inventory, process control, information management, documents and recording, occurrence management, assessment, process improvement, customer service, and facilities and safety. In the quality management system model, many of the 12 quality system essentials overlap, and all 12 must be addressed to ensure accurate, reliable, and timely laboratory results and to have quality throughout the laboratory operations. Quality assurance is a part of quality management focused on providing confidence that quality requirements will be fulfilled. ISO standards group laboratory processes into pre-examination, examination, and post-examination categories. Comparable terms in current laboratory use include pre-analytic, analytic, and post-analytic processes, or pre-test, test, and post-test processes. The entire set of operations that occur in testing is called the path of workflow. This workflow begins with the patient sample collection and ends in reporting the results interpretation. The organizational structure of the laboratory must support an optimal path of workflow by allowing processes that yield efficient sample handling while minimizing error. In short, quality assurance monitors quality laboratory performance from the ordering of laboratory requests up to its reporting. The pre-analytical phase includes any factors involving acquiring, handling, transporting, and processing a patient specimen prior to actual analysis. This also includes activities like patient preparation fasting before the sample reaches the section of the laboratory. The analytical phase includes all factors related to the test platform and to the testing process itself done in the laboratory. This is the actual measurement performed on the sample. The post-analytical phase includes all steps after testing and consists of recording and reporting of the patient data. An error in any part of the cycle can produce a poor laboratory result. For example, a sample that is damaged or altered as a result of improper collection or transport cannot provide a reliable result. A medical report that is delayed or lost or poorly written will negate all the effort of performing the test well. Quality control is a component of quality assurance, used to monitor the examination or analytic phase of testing, and is an essential element of the quality management system. The goal of quality control is to provide the laboratory with confidence by detecting, evaluating, and correcting errors due to the test system failure, environmental conditions, or operator performance before patient results are reported. This is done by examining control materials of known substances along with patient samples to monitor the accuracy and precision of the complete analytic process. Achieving, maintaining, and improving accuracy, timeliness, and reliability are major challenges for health laboratories. In order to achieve the highest level of accuracy and reliability, it is essential to perform all processes and procedures in the best possible way. Laboratories not implementing a good laboratory management system are guaranteed with many errors and problems occurring that may go undetected. Quality management system coordinates all 12 quality system essentials. Quality assurance focuses on the path of workflow that include pre-analytic, analytic, and post-analytic activities, while quality control monitors the processes related to the examination phase of testing and allows for detecting of errors in the testing system. Implementing a quality management system may not guarantee an error-free laboratory, but it does yield a high-quality laboratory that detects errors and prevents them from recurring. That is it for this video. Thank you for listening.
So you can read about this one. This is your overview. There's another video. What you learn from this?
Very interesting, Miss. Very good.
See, only interesting?
No,
I
I learned a
learned.
lot. I learned a lot that mistaken cause
What
death.
I am telling from the day one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's practical,
Prenatal.
Well,
right? Yeah.
Yes.
What I'm
just
seeing,
a
because
bit like
I'm seeing it. I'm seeing it in the hospital.
Yes, ma'am. True.
yeah,
Wow.
It's happening, ma'am. That's very
Yep.
true.
It's not at the phlebotomist only. There are a lot of things happens in the doctors also. Say sometimes the
Yeah.
information, instead of taking care surgery on the one leg or one arm, they did the wrong arm. This is a total teamwork. Is a problem.
True.
But the
Yes,
major one, before doing anything, nowadays for diagnosis for anything, blood work is very important. Take time. Extra careful.
Yeah.
That's what they told last video, that I always feel and follow. Maybe my mom is away from me, she is back India, but when I am taking care of someone, I feel either my baby or grandchild or papa or mama or grandkids, that's grandma. I always feel that way before doing anything. I hate fishing. When they didn't find the vein, go in here and here, move the needles. I hate that one. If I don't feel confident, I will take out the needle, poke it
It
again,
is
but don't do the
painful.
fishing.
Yes.
Don't do the fishing. I will take
It's
out the
very
nail. I'll
painful.
agree I didn't find the fin. Can I
Yeah.
get another opportunity to poke you? That's fine. But I hate fishing. It makes a huge trauma,
Yeah.
Yeah.
hematoma, and it's
It's
so
very
painful.
painful. Yeah,
I
painful.
know couple of techs also does that because they feel, oh my God, I poked. If I don't get it, let me fishing. If I can hit the vein, anything. Sometimes they're successful, but it's not good. So whenever you feel that way, you will have the motivation, you have the compassion, and you will have the patience, and that automatically brings the confidence on you, and that confidence is going to help to take care of the patient. So these are, you guys have to do it, okay? So these are your chart. You have to see what is happening, that you have to do it and submit. Pre-analytical, test ordering, quality system, they are going to give you something like that. And quality system essential applies to all operations in the path flow of the whatever we saw in the quality system. It is from everyone, right? Pre-analytical to analytical and post-analytical. What is the quality control only? Which side? Among these three path flow of workflow, what is the quality control?
Analytical, ma'am.
Only analytical. Yeah. So this is the quality assurance for the 12 one. Okay. So pre-analytical, analytical, and post-analytical makes you the quality assurance. Okay. And analytical is the quality control. And for the improvement and taking care of everything is the quality management. Okay. So next one. This is give you, if you have, you can download, it's fine. If you cannot. So external proficiency activity. So these are probably for you guys. Purpose, interaction, competency, pre-analytical. So they have wrote everything. So you guys, okay? So that this can be handy for you guys, okay? So these are not for doing anything. Okay, let's be this. What is next one? Oh, these are the case study. These you have to do and you have to answer it, okay? So you try to do that one. What is that? It says case study. That was still you have to make the groups. You can work in the groups. You want to do it today?
Yes, ma'am. Are we going to submit?
No, you can do it and then you
This
can submit
activity?
to me. Yeah, you can submit at the end of the day. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4 group studies and you have 19. Who wants to make groups? I'm giving you a choice. You can make groups. So 4, 20. One is going to be 4 groups, 5, one is going to be less, 4. You guys can make 4. And each one can take one case study and do what is it. As you read the following case studies, relate them to the process in the pre-analytical phase. Think about the following. Identify the process from the pre-analytical pathway that is discussed. What is the quality requirement that may have been compromised? How could the actions of one healthcare worker impact other workers? Explain the potential impact for the patient. So you guys select. It's not going to take too much time. It's going to 10 to 15 minutes. Okay. So you guys do it and you choose your group, make your group. Okay. So and then we are going to back to see what is the problem. The doctor filled out the requisition for you guys can you have this one. You can download this one or do you want me to in
You
your
can
computer?
send it to us, Mom, please.
You're always making me extra work.
No, because we can't print it off this site.
You
So
doesn't need to print out. You are not going to print it out. You are going to do it right now.
Miss, I
okay.
found it in the D2L.
Yeah.
It's on it's unit 5.
Yeah.
It's in our D2L, guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
The
Thank you.
pre-analytical case study. Yeah, it's there. In the D2L, in the activities, you'll see it.
Yeah. We have to group ourselves, eh?
Okay, one minute.
Our group. Oh, Mom,
So
about our
you
group.
guys can find it. I don't have to send it, right? Do I have to?
No need, Mom. We can
No,
No,
find
there's
that
no
miss,
in the
no
need,
end.
ma'am.
need. It's there.
Okay, you doesn't have
Yeah.
to. You can just look at that and say 4 group. We are taking the case 5 of us doing the case study 1, and you can write it in the computer or somewhere. So 4, you 5 look at this one and see what is the problem, analytical problem, how you can solve it. Okay.
Or
So
Mom,
you
for
make
our
your
group, we
you can
just
huh?
for our group, or do we group or like our group for cleaning? Is that okay?
You can do anything, whatever you guys. You can do the cleaning or anything, whatever you go. You
Yes,
make a
ma'am,
group
because we are
yourself.
already grouped. Yeah.
Yeah, we
Okay.
Cleaning will be
already
fine.
group.
Okay. So then follow that group. Is I am giving you options. Okay. So when you're done, so let me. So it's around 12:45. We can meet.
Okay, Mom.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
And what about, ma'am, if it will be in duplicate? Like, for example, group 1 will have group, we are, because we are group 4, we're going to do group case study 4.
Five, five, 5 in each group.
Oh, okay. So all of us will tackle each case
Each case
study.
study. Each case study.
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am. Okay.
And then
Yeah.
we are going to discuss. If we not complete, we are going to do tomorrow. Okay. We're going to continue tomorrow, but try to do this one today. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, Mom.
Thank you.
Okay. So you can make your group and then you can write the name. What are the groups? And you can somebody can type it. I can send it to me and then we can discuss it. TNML of clear liquid decision, the love for
Yes.
culture, TNML. I
Can we
am
do it
reading.
in a meeting chat, ma'am?
Yeah, you can do that. Whatever do you feel. I have no problem.
Yeah.
I
Okay, thank
am
you.
also reading. I am also reading what they told. This is the first time I'm seeing.
Yes, ma'am. Thanks.
Okay, no problem, sweethearts.
So, Miss,
Yeah, ma'am.
so you're saying that so the group, say for instance, the group, one group do all of it and the other group do all of it.
No.
So,
One group
so
is going to do one group of 5 people will do case study 1.
oh, okay, I get what
Another
you're
give is
saying.
going to give the case study 2. And then ultimately we are going to share our knowledge.
But what Evelyn was saying is that what if all of us do case study 1?
No, that's
Yes,
not
We
the
ma'am.
have to choose any at least
that's
every
not
group.
the instruction.
Yeah.
That is the
Okay,
instruction is
so
here.
okay, so one
Oh,
group do
It's
that.
going to be too long. You do
So
one.
wait, but
exactly.
Yeah,
how
do
many case
one.
studies are
Yeah,
there in total?
4.
One group,
Yeah,
one
because if
case.
everybody starts doing the first one, then no one's gonna go to the second, third, and fourth.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
It is
saying.
not going to never end it.
That's what
Yes, ma'am.
Evelyn is saying. Evelyn is saying that how do you
That's
know?
right. So yes, ma'am, that's my understanding that we have to discuss all those 5 case studies. So because we
No.
are group 4,
Okay,
we'll
so
just do group 4.
Group A, do case study 1, 5 people. Group B, 5 people, go case study 2. Group C, 5 people, do case study 3. And group 4, 4 people, do case study 4. Clear? Okay.
Yes, ma'am,
Now
it's
who is
clear.
group
Thank you.
A?
You decide. It's not, I am
No, no,
going to
no.
decide.
Okay, we'll decide. Thank you,
Yeah.
Miss. Thank
Oh
you,
my
Miss.
God. Everything
Guys,
Oh, we
you
our
have
want.
our
30 minutes.
our group in cleaning, that would be fine because we already group.
Okay, okay. All right, good.
Yeah. Do
All
some
right.
responsibilities here.
We're good, Miss.
We
We're
are
Yeah.
good.
good.
We are good. We are good. We are good. All are done. Hello.
We're
Bob.
almost done. We're still working on it.
Yeah, I was
Oh
gonna
my,
tell you. I think most of people are still working on this.
it's almost 12:55. It's okay. We can check tomorrow. It's not a big deal. 33 is 34.
I mean, how much do you want us to elaborate on this?
There is no elaboration. You till the points. What is the problem? What you should do? It's already written there. What they did the mistake. And you have to
Yeah,
tell
I
me
think our group
what you
in
should
that.
do, what you should not do.
Yeah, I think our group is ready.
I did 4 of them. You guys didn't do it till now. My God. Come on, guys. Are you writing a thesis? You doesn't need to. Just need to know what to do, what not to do. Okay, who is dealing with the case study 1? Bye-bye. 1 p.m.
So, Miss, we're almost done. We're doing number 3, and we're almost.
Yes, ma'am.
It's 1 p.m. Bye-bye.
Wait, please.
I did 4 of them. You guys didn't finish the single one. Oh.
We're coming in 1 second, Miss.
We're almost done, ma'am.
It's 1 p.m. Oh my God. What happened?
Hello,
Mm-hmm.
Miss Moon. Sorry,
Yes,
I
ma'am.
have to start getting ready for work. Is there anything we have to know before we go?
I don't know. You guys didn't give me the results, so we are going to
Do you
discuss
want
it
us to
tomorrow.
send it? Because my group is
No, we are
down.
going to discuss in the class.
Oh, you wanted to discuss?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't know.
The number
Is
five.
it,
Mom, I
everyone ready?
already Mom, I already sent ours. Our group one case 1 to 3. Our
no, we
group.
have to discuss in the class.
Do you want
Also,
Yes,
us
we're
to?
not going to send it to you.
you can
Yeah.
send it. You can send it, but you have to discuss in the class.
Okay.
Okay.
We do that tomorrow?
Yeah, you have to do that too. I am too tired. I'm just did the
Yes, ma'am. Tomorrow.
three works in the night. So I am so
Sorry
tired. I
about
am just
Yeah.
waiting for you guys. So what is your feedback? So we are going to do it tomorrow morning. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Okay,
Thank
Send
ma'am.
me
you.
send me your
Friday,
reports
right?
and yeah,
Yes,
send me
ma'am. We're
reports
gonna
in the
send it to
email.
you.
And then tomorrow, group one is going to tell about the who did the group study case number one. You are going to discuss, and each one is going to discuss. It's maximum 3 to 4 minutes, not more than that. Okay, and we are going to start it right away by 9:15. Okay,
Okay, ma'am.
okay,
Thank you. Have a good day.
yeah,
And have a good rest, ma'am.
yeah. I have to work some of your things, and then I'm going to go for a little bit nap. Okay, okay,
Thank you,
bye, dear.
Miss.
Okay,
Take
bye,
care.
Amina. How are you? You look sick. You're okay, Amina? Are you okay? Yeah, you look tired, Amina.
Yes, I'm tired.
Yeah, you look sad.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, take care, dear. Lugiato, Joanna, everybody who is still here. Okay, try to do practice also math, whatever I send it to guys. Okay?
Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
thank you,
Thank
Miss.
you.
Okay.
Have a good
Okay.
day.
Okay.
Thank
Bye
you,
bye.
Bye,
ma'am.
Bye.
guys.
Bye.